Hi, friends. Sometimes history doesn't move by armies or empires, it moves by sentences, by books, by words capable of awakening conscience. Welcome back to our series on language, literature, law, and leadership. In the first episode, we saw how Gandhi transformed vocabulary into moral power, how words like satyagraha, ahimsa, swaraj became instruments stronger than weapons. Today we take a step backwards into the roots of that language of leadership. We meet three thinkers linked like a river: Ruskin, Tolstoy, Gandhi. Literature, conscience, action. In Ruskin, we see how literature speaks like law. Imagine Victorian England, industrial smoke, child labor, widening inequality. Into this world, John Ruskin writes unto this last. Not a political manifesto, not a law book, just a small work of prose, yet so sharp it sounded like judgment. Ruskin's language was not decorative, it was ethical. He wrote, "There is no wealth but life." A sentence, but also a verdict. Almost a legal statement on industrial society. He used literature to critique law and language to demand more moral leadership. For Ruskin, wealth was relationships, work was dignity, society was a moral contract. In Tolstoy, literature becomes conscience. Now, imagine Russia: aristocratic privilege, serfdom abolished, but inequality is still deep. Tolstoy, already a literary titan, reads Ruskin. That one book enters him like fire. He writes to Ruskin, "You have revealed to me the meaning of Christ's teaching." Tolstoy doesn't just admire Ruskin, he transforms because of him. He gives up luxury, farms with peasants, writes, "The kingdom of God is within you." His novels, War and Peace, Anna Karenina, were literature, but his late writings were ethical laws for the soul. Tolstoy turns literary sensitivity into moral responsibility. Words begin to function as conscience. In Gandhi, conscience enters politics. Now the river flows into India. Gandhi reads Ruskin's Unto This Last on a train journey. He stays awake the whole night. When the train stops, Gandhi is no longer the same man. He writes, "I was transfixed. I determined to change my life in accordance with the ideals of the book." Soon Gandhi reads Tolstoy and enters into correspondence with him. From Ruskin, he learns simplicity and labor. From Tolstoy, he learns non possession, love, moral courage. But what Gandhi does is extraordinary. He takes literature and turns it into law, and then law into leadership. A sentence becomes a movement, a book becomes an ashram, an idea becomes the freedom of a nation. Ruskin wrote for hearts, not courts. His vocabulary was moral, humane. Tolstoy transformed the written word into self inquiry and ethical life. Gandhi took moral law into public law. Satyagraha was civil disobedience governed by conscience. Through language rooted in literature and moral law, Gandhi led millions without throne, title, or weapons. One lineage, three gifts. From Ruskin, dignity of labor and humanity of economy. From Tolstoy, conscience above power. From Gandhi, leadership through service. A line of evolution emerges. Language that touches becomes literature. Literature that awakens becomes law of conscience. Law lived in public becomes leadership. This is the grammar of history. No revolution begins with a sword. It begins with a sentence that shakes us awake. Ruskin wrote, Tolstoy transformed, Gandhi acted, and the world changed because language chose compassion. Thank you.